everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be budgeting out November 29th's paycheck, which is actually going to be paying for most of December's expenses. So we're going to be filling out this monthly spread in my Erin Condren. This is the life planner. This is the last month I'll be using my life planner for budgeting. So in January I'll move over to the deluxe monthly. And I'm going to set this up about the same way as I did last time for November. I'm going to be using my bill due stickers to mark each day that the bills are due. And I just added a couple more stickers on my Etsy shop. And if you have any requests for specific ones, you can let me know in the comments below. Or I do have custom stickers you can order. I have custom for credit card, which has this credit card icon, and you can have any text right here that you want. Or I have one that has this generic bill icon on, and you can put text up here, anything you want. I think it's up to like 12 letters, but it's on my Etsy shop, so you can have some custom bill stickers made if you'd like. And then the rest, there's a bunch on there already, and I keep adding on. So let's get started by, let's start with the paydays. I also have payday stickers on my shop, but these are what I use. I really like them. They're small and they're easy to see because of the green, so they stand out. So I'm gonna put a payday on the 13th and the 27th, and those are where our main pay periods are gonna be coming from. Those are my husband's paydays. So that's how I know what dates are going to be in which pay period, when, like what I budget for. So let's go back and look at November really quickly. Since this is such a late, since this paycheck is so late in the month, this pay period starts on the 29th and it'll go to the 12th. So that's what we're going to be budgeting for today after we put all the stickers on here too. So I also need to put my paydays. So I get paid every Tuesday. And I don't know if Christmas Eve is gonna mess that up or not. I'm gonna put it there. I don't know how that would work. I don't really know. But I'm gonna put a payday there on Christmas Eve. And we'll see. If it comes a little earlier or later, it doesn't really matter. So, and then New Year's Eve is the same, but all right, we got all the paydays down. And now I'm gonna put my one Etsy payday. I get paid for Etsy once a month. So on the 2nd, I have my payday for that. And these are all of our paydays for the month of December. Now what I'm gonna do is put my expense stickers down, all these bill due stickers. And so if you haven't seen my 2020 budget planner set up, you can go, I'll put a link to that up above. But in the back of this, I made a list of our monthly bills, and then also on the back of this page, I have our yearly, just kind of the random ones that aren't monthly. The only thing we have for December is our gym maintenance fee. I'm not 100% sure how much. I think this is around $50 or something like that. And I'm not planning on using any of these 3 credit cards. That's what those are down there just to remind me, but I'm pretty sure we're not going to, so I'm not going to include those. So it's just going to be these regular bills plus the gym maintenance fee. And I'm going to use, for all the random, any unexpected or just kind of any random expenses throughout the month, I'm going to use these. These are my generic bill due stickers. So I'm going to go down that list that I just showed you. I'm putting it off the screen so you can see me put my stickers on here, but I'm going to be looking at that. And the first thing we have due is the mortgage on Sunday. And I'm going to, even though it's a Sunday, and I don't know if it would be, if we had it on auto pay, I don't think it'd be taken out until Monday, but I'm still going to put it on Sunday because that's just when we're going to pay it. We pay it on online, and we can pay it anytime. So we'll just pay it on the 1st So this is the first month we're paying since we refinanced, and I just kind of estimated the amount, and I'm not sure if we're gonna do the exact amount that we owe or if we're gonna round up a little bit, so we put an extra put some extra money towards the principal each month. But I'd usually put the amount here, but just for December I'm gonna wait just to see what we do. We haven't really decided yet. So there's the mortgage, and then once that goes through, I would check it off. Now I have I need to make myself a couple more custom sticker sheets, because I have all of my regular bills, like the giving bills and things like that, and I never have them. Like, I always have to write them in. So I think I'm gonna have to make myself some new stickers sometime, but as of right now, I'm just gonna use these generic stickers, and I gotta decide what color I'm gonna be using. I think I'm just gonna use this blue, this lighter blue, and then I'm gonna say, so we have one due on the 2nd, and then I'm also gonna I have one more that's due around the 5th. I have a lot of bills that are due on the 5th that I wrote down as due on the 5th, but technically they're not due then, they're due around then, but they kind of change, so I just kind of estimated that's about when they come. And also I should mention, so a lot of my bills are going to be like at the beginning of the month, and technically they're not due until later in the month, but we usually pay once we get the bill. We don't wait for the actual due date. We just like paying all of our bills at the beginning of the month so we can put more money towards savings at the end, and then we don't have to worry about having the money for bills. Like, that's all taken care of, and then we can put the rest into savings. So that's kind of why we do that. All right, and then we have our gas, which I do have a sticker for that specific one. And it's been coming kind of earlier recently. I think I'm gonna actually put that one around the 3rd or the 4th. So we're gonna use, let's see, I like using all different colors for this. So I'll use the purple. I'll put it on the 4th. And I don't ever put the estimate here, I put the actual amount, so that at the end of the month I can total all these up and put it in the column over here, so I know the exact total expenses we made, like that were for December. So I'm not gonna put anything for this yet because I don't know the exact amount for our gas. I'll put the estimate in my budget on the notes page. All right, and now I have a couple credit cards that are due, and they're technically due at the end of the month, but like I said, we pay right away once we get the bill. And the bill comes at the beginning of the month. I'm going to be making myself some custom credit cards, but since I have these generic ones left, I'm just going to use these. And I'm going to just write down which credit card they are for both. I have 3 credit cards right now. I might do a video sometime about why we have multiple credit cards. We just got rid of one, but we're actually getting another one. If that interests anybody. But that's what we have, a system that works for us with that. So American Express comes earlier usually. It comes like the 3rd or the 4th. We'll just put it on the 4th. All right, we have all the credit cards put on now. And now I'm gonna do phones. And I do know the exact amount for phones. They're the same every time. And phones come on the 6th. And then we have internet. And our internet comes out around the 11th. And this I actually do know I should write down how much this one is too. All right, and then electricity is on the 13th. And I don't know exactly how much this will be since it changes. And now we're just left with water, which is taken out around the 19th. And this isn't exact either, so we're not writing anything down. And the last bill is gym, which I actually didn't print a gym sticker yet. I need to do that. So we're just going to do the generic. And that gets taken out around the 28th. We'll put it on the 27th. Actually, the 30th, because it'll probably be after the 28th. So it'll probably come out on Monday. And these stickers are actually, these would fit the medium passion planner too. I tried them in my medium passion planner and they fit on the monthly layout of those too. They're about 1.5 inches wide. So this is $12.95. And then I have that one other thing. So I'm gonna just take another, there's a lot of purple. Do this pink color, light pink. We have our gym maintenance fee that gets taken out in December on the same day. And like I said, I don't remember how much that is, so I'm gonna leave this blank. All right, and this should be all of our bills for December. And then if I have any unexpected that I need to write in here, I can use these generic stickers to add it in. Now what I'm gonna do, since I ran out of room on my notes pages for November, and so I have December's note page right here, but this isn't gonna be used until December's first paycheck. I'm gonna keep this paycheck for the 29th of November in November's section. It's kind of confusing. You kind of have to decide for yourself which one you'd rather put it in. Like, we get paid in November, so I'm putting the whole budget page into November's section, but it's paying for all of December's, like all of these bills until the 12th. So that's kind of a personal choice, wherever you want to put it. But since I ran out of note pages in November, I actually cut out one of the note pages. So I actually just I trimmed along the edge so that I can put this like in here wherever I want to, kind of like one of those disc bound sheets. So I cut that so I can put this in here, but I'm not going to put it in right now, and it'll go back with my November budget. But I'm going to leave this open like this now, and I'm going to put it off to the side because we're just going to be using this to do my budget this time. And then it'll be so nice in January when I can start in my deluxe planner that has more notes pages, so I'm not just stuck with one like the life planner. So I'm going to keep this as the November design. So I have these trees, and I'm just going to put these up here just to make it look pretty. All right, and now we can start our actual budget area. I printed out some of my stickers. I put them on a random page, but they're my normal budget stickers. I have some for December on Etsy. But we're going to start with the income. I think these pages are actually a little bit smaller. Yeah, these notes pages are a little bit smaller than my life planner because the lines go all the way to the edge on the life planner, but this one it looks like they're a little bit smaller. That's interesting. In the deluxe monthly planner. All right, but we have, I think I'm not going to use blue for this. I'm just going to use my burgundy or maroon color like I've been using for the rest of my November budgets. And we're going to write down first. So looking at, I'll try to put this at least somewhat in the screen. But this is what I do. So the pay period is going to be from the 29th of November through the 12th of December, and there's nothing after, no more paychecks in November after the 29th, so we're just gonna have that one, and that's my husband's paycheck. And then so we'll have one of his, we'll have one Etsy, and 2 of my paychecks. So we're gonna have 4 sources of income for this pay period. And I should just put, I think I'm just gonna put right here what the dates are. Okay, so I wrote down our 4 sources of income, and then I'm also going to put a, like unbudgeted, how did I say that last time? I said other income, this is actually in December, we may get some for presents from like grandparents. Sometimes they give us some extra money, so this would just be anything, but for this paycheck, we're probably not because we're not doing any Christmases, but that would be in this. Or if we go to the casino and win some money, which we've done before, that would go into other. So that's why we have that. And then I do the total income. All right, and then we're gonna do expenses. So I'm just gonna skip a line. All right, we put that down, and now I'm gonna just go through my calendar and write down anything that we have for during the 29th through the 12th, which we don't have any more expenses in November for the 29th or the 30th, so it would just be these. And then I can put the expected, so I can put what I estimate what we're going to be paying, and then I'll just put our actual when we get it. But I'm going to start, and also I don't put some of these on my expenses if they're put on the credit card. Like our phone payment actually goes through the credit card, so I don't need to put this on my budget because it'll go through once we pay the credit card. So I like it on here because we're still paying it and I can check it off, but it's technically not included in our expenses for this paycheck because it's not actually going to be paid until next month. If that makes sense. So we're going to start with the mortgage. And something else I would put in here, if I have a cash expense coming up, I'd put that in here that I know of. And I'd also put that in my, as a sticker on here, but I don't really have anything that I know of that we're going to have to pay cash for or check or anything at the beginning of December. So I do keep an unbudgeted section because you don't really know, something might come up, so I always like having that there, but it's usually 0 because if something unexpected kind of comes up, we usually use the credit card, and then as long as it's not like a huge expense or anything, because we need to make sure we can pay it off obviously at the beginning of the next month. But all right, we have that, so we're gonna just estimate how much all of this is going to be. Like I said, I'm not really sure what my mortgage is going to be. I'm just going to guess right now what we're going to pay. And then I'll do all the rest of these. So our credit cards are going to be really high this month because, so I'm kind of estimating these two, but we're doing all of our Christmas shopping at the end of November. So that's all going to be owed at the beginning of December. And so technically this might be over what we actually make. It should be okay, but the total might be. So that's one good thing is since I did plan to pay, say the first credit card here right when we get it, but if we have to wait until we get paid this next day, this next paycheck, it's not a big deal and it's not going to be late because technically this isn't actually due until very late in the month anyway. So if I have to, we can pay this credit card with this paycheck. So that's why I'm not really worried when we're putting this that we're putting this much on the credit card, and it's just Christmas. So it's always more expensive for Christmas. All right, gas this month, we've been using our furnace a lot. I don't think it's going to be this high, but I'm just kind of guessing. And I always like to overestimate. So this is going to be a really high expense pay period. But, well, here's one. So I'm 0 for this credit card. And I'm kind of estimating $400, I think, for this other credit card. And we're also, this is including gifts, but it's also including a couple things for my Etsy business that I needed to order. And then I think I'm going to order a big external hard drive, and those are kind of expensive. So it's including some things for my business that I started too. So it's kind of expensive that way, but it'll be worth it because I'm running out of space on my computer. So we're going to add this up. Let me go grab a calculator. Okay, so this is probably one of the biggest expenses for a pay period that I have, but it's $3,374.99. So like I said, hopefully we won't be spending that much, but if we do, it's just because the end of the year is a lot more expensive, and then December isn't going to be as expensive for the next paychecks because we already have everything done. So that's that. Plus, this is basically all of our expenses, like I said, so the next pay period we should be able to still put some into savings this month because we still have goal to do that. And I'm thinking, I don't know if we'll make this much because one of my paychecks, I don't get paid for holidays or anything. I only work part-time, so I don't get any holiday pay, and I'm going to be off for Thanksgiving and Black Friday. So that's only 3 days I'm going to be working for this paycheck. And then the next one I might work a full paycheck, but it's still kind of going to be less. Etsy, I'm hoping I make a little bit of money. I have some coming, I know, but I'm not sure how much I'm going to get for Black Friday. I am planning, if you do like my stickers and like if you like any of these, I am having a sale starting Tuesday the 26th. And I'll have everything 20% off for orders of $10 or more. So if you're looking to buy some stickers, they'll be on sale for Black Friday week. All right, and now let's finish this up. I think I usually put savings first. And we're still putting savings into our emergency fund. I'm not expecting, I don't think we're going to put any thing into savings just because this is so expensive. I think everything is pretty much going to be going to all of our expenses. But I'm going to put our emergency fund, and we have an India bank account. And I'm going to put expected 0 for both of those. Usually, though, I'll tell you what I do. So usually I calculate my income, the total amount of income that I'm expecting, and then I subtract this from the income, and then we decide what to put that towards. But like I said, this is going to be almost as much as we make, if not more. So it's not really going to be worth putting anything into savings this time. All right, now since I'm running out of room right here, I'm going to put 0 here. I'm actually going to do my debt just on the other side. And maybe I'll print out another header sometime to make this prettier. We're going to kind of do the same. So the only debt we have is our mortgage. And this part is just for the principal. Like any extra that we put towards principal. And I'm going to put expected 0. Our first goal is we're trying to get our emergency savings built up. And then once we get to like our amount for like 3 to 6 months of expenses, we're going to be putting a little more towards the mortgage. We also need to start doing a little more towards saving for retirement. We have some retirement plans and some get taken out of our checks for that, but it's still, we need to be better on that. I'm just putting this at the bottom just to do it. I had it left over, so I might as well. And then if I put a header up there at the top, it'll look prettier. Okay. So this is my budget for this time, for this pay period. It's the last pay period in November, but it'll be paying for all of December's expenses. And then these 3 are technically December, but like I said, I always break it into pay periods according to my husband's bi-weekly paycheck, so that's why it's kind of weird this time. So that's how I do the random 3rd paycheck months. Like I put these as November, but technically it's paying for December's expenses. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down there if you'd like. And I hope you all have a great Thanksgiving, and I'll see you all later. Bye.